All right, I just got a LumiBot, and I'm going to show you guys what's in the box. I plan to make a bunch of videos, a bunch of tutorials to help you as I learn along the way. I know nothing, but I'm going to explain, and then on the next video, first I'll show you in the box. I'll explain how to pick the right projector for your house, how to measure your house as simple as I can. I'll show you some lighting as well on the next video of like what I recommend for how dark your street is. So let's get into the box. So you're going to get this nice box that it comes in, really well packaged, little magnet. Now this here, this is the brain. This is what does all the work for you. This is the little brain that tells this Wi-Fi adapter also comes with it. Now here's the brain you're going to plug into your projector. This Wi-Fi adapter, you're like, what does this do? This acts like a cell phone. Imagine this calls up to the cloud, just another name for like fancy computers, and it talks to the servers of IllumiBot where all the magic happens. So this sends the signal to IllumiBot's computers so that when you're designing and making your artwork, it's doing all the heavy lifting. So it sends it off to them, it helps you create it, then it sends it back once it's done with the finished product to the brain. So that you just need this has to be connected so it can talk to IllumiBot's big computers and do all the AI designing and creating. It also comes, this is a power cord. This is a HDMI and a USB. And you're like, what do you need? So here's the whole point of this. All right. And then here's some scanning. You can scan this, right? And you need to download an app. So you're like, well, what do I need, Cooley? Everything. You need the app. It's free. All right. And then, of course, you need a LumiBot. It's $2.99, and your phone and your voice. And you're like, well, that's it? Yes. So it's really quite simple. And you're thinking, why would I want to get a LumiBot? Because it's very little. So you're going to have to buy the system for $2.99. You'll have your phone, right? Your voice to tell it what to do, and your projector. So really all you're going to do is point your projector at your house. You have the IllumiBot, then you're going to take your phone. You don't use computers. Let me make it clear. You do it all, at least at this time, and this is the simplicity. This is why it's so good, is because projection mapping, I couldn't even do it. I'm not super techie. I didn't know you have to do all this computer and software, and I've been waiting for something like this. The beauty of this is just you don't need a computer. You don't need any special software. Everything is done on your phone. So you're going to point your projector at your house. You're going to have the IllumiBot plugged in, and then you're going to download their free app. And all the work you do, remember, no computer. This is the beauty of it. Everything can be done in your phone. So within that, they have AI in different creative models that they use. And you speak in your phone. You say, I want to create a Halloween house with 4 pumpkins, 4 jack-o'-lanterns. And then it's going to compute it, right? It'll send it off to their system. It's going to make it with whatever AI. They have many different AI creators, designs, and it'll send it back. And on your house, as you talk, you're going to see 4 pumpkins. Or you're like, I don't like that. So then you talk in your phone again, and you say, all right, I only want 3 pumpkins. Make it look smoky. I'd like it to be on a castle from a Victorian era, and then it'll generate it, and it's going to put it on your house. So that's the beauty of this, is that all your work can be done on the phone. You need the projector, you need your phone, and then the IllumiBot. It's $15 a month, and you're thinking, okay, well, what's the cost of all of this? And like I said, I'll do another video to show you how to measure. So depending on your lighting, right? And I'm going to show you that. It's recommended, and most people's homes, there's a short throw projector, which most people will get, or if you have a big property, you can get a long throw or standard throw projector, which I'll go into later. But you're probably looking at, to go with the short throw, 7, 8, 900, $1,000, and the looms, the minimum of how bright your house is going to be is either 3,000 looms or 4,000 looms. And you're like, Cooley, how do I know? I'll do another video and show you kind of like how my house looks. We live in Arizona, and in Arizona, nicely for us, they don't like a lot of street lights for the stars and through the culture. So I'll show you. So if you have a dark area, which I'll show you, 3,000 looms. If it's a brighter ambient lighting from the street lights, 4,000 looms. But my thought is, and I just ordered one, and I'll link some of what I recommend, or what was recommended to me by IllumiBot. 4,000 to be safe, right? If you have the budget, I found one, the Best Buy carries, that they told me is a great lower budget. I think it's like $700-800. I'll link it in the video so you can see, to get started. But it's 4,000 looms, so I know 3,000 will work good here. But for the little bit of difference, why not start with the best, the 4,000? And then, of course, you can go really high. They love theirs. It's called BenQ. It's a super high-end laser, but you don't need to start there yet. If money's not an object, okay, fine. But if not, I'll link it, and you can kind of look and research. One thing they taught me is, you're looking at this and you're looking at the projectors, you don't need the Keystone feature. I wasn't sure. So the one that I had looked at doesn't have it, but it's 4,000 looms. So that's it. And then you pay the 15. So figure the projector is a less, but say 1,000, 700, 800 for the projector. The kit, right, of IllumiBot is $299, and then you have to pay a $15 a month subscription. It's going to create still AI images, and with that $15 a month, you can create as many still images as you want to start practicing. Right, like you can keep reloading different, prompting it different images, as many as you want. Now, if you find the still image you like, and this costs a little extra, you can buy tokens, which will animate your still scene. And it's only a few cents, right? Depending, there's on their app, it will tell you a token is like 3 seconds, right? So figure if you make a minute show, 3 or 4 cents time, it's not very expensive. Just look at the site on their app, it tells you. So you can animate it, you can choose not to. And then there's 3 ways. People go, well, how do I get up the images? What are the 3 different ways? You can create your still image, right, with your $15 a month subscription, which people go, oh, I don't know. You can cancel at any time. So let's say you get that $15 a month and you're running it through the holidays, you're working, all the still images. You can cancel it at any time and keep your work. So you don't lose it, right? And it will save it in your phone. All the work that you create within their app, it will save it and you keep it forever. So the only time when you're running your subscription to create new things, right, because they're using the AI, they have to pay for that. It's as much as you want, and then if you cancel, you keep all your work. So how can I get the images? So 3 ways what you can project onto your house. You can do your still images from the app, projected on your house. You can animate them, I just told you, or Atmos FX, which is amazing. I've been using that. It's the digital decorations. You've probably seen it on the internet where people put stuff in their windows and they're animated and they talk. They just did a partnership with them together. So now if you want to buy, or even if you have old Atmos FX, it's integrated to their system to where you can buy new ones and project that onto your house. Or if you have the old ones, there's a way, I haven't done it yet, that you can project your old animations that you bought from Atmos FX onto your house. So now what's awesome, like think about this, you're creating your AI images on your whole house, right? Now you can throw in your Atmos FX images that have done, they're created, they're already animated, and they talk, right? So there's another way. And then the third way is you can upload your own images, video, whatever you've created. And with their update, which is amazing, you can layer. So if you create a show, I have a still coming in, I have animation coming in, I have Atmos FX, I've uploaded my own stuff. You can create your show, right, with the layering effect because you're bringing different things in, which makes it incredibly powerful. And so, like, I'm super excited. I'm new. Like I said, I'm not techie at all. So that's what you need. So just let me review really quick. So $2.99 is their system. You pay that once, it's yours forever. $15 a month is the subscription, but you don't have to keep it. You keep it 1 month, 4 months, 8 months to do your work. If you cancel it, you keep all your work and it saves it. So let's say you got this. This is just, it's awesome. And they keep getting better and better and better. And you do your house. Well, let's say you want to go to your brother's house and it's his birthday. Well, you can take your IllumiBot, go to your brother's house, map it real quick, right? You get better, it helps you, and save it in your phone. So then the next birthday you can create, because you already have his house in your phone. And remember, I said it's not on a computer. Everything is created from your phone. So you can work on your brother's house through the year for his next birthday, or you have a school event. So you can take this once you get the image, stays in your phone, and then you can work on it from home. You can work on this from bed. That's what I like. There's no laptop. You can do all the creating from your bed, save your work. So those are the three. The subscription is $15, $2.99, and then of course the projector. But the big difference now with the higher end projectors, like the lasers, they'll last 20 to 30,000 hours. But still, they're fair price. I think mine is $700, $800. I'll put it in. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm still learning, so bear with me. The guys at IllumiBot are awesome. If you reach out to them, they'll get back to you really fast. And I'll just land the plane on this. What I think is so cool is Atmos FX, those digital decorations have been around a while. People still don't know about them because when I run for Halloween or Christmas, people go, hey, what are those? What are those in your windows? Right? They don't know. And so I tell them and I say, hey, this is what it is. And then I've even seen you guys, people do full blown homes, right? Halloween, Christmas, it's amazing. And you know what everybody asks about? The Atmos FX digital decorations. They're just wild. They're like, well, how did you get that? So now imagine, right? For the small investment, right? I understand the projector is expensive. Nobody, although they're starting to buy this, right? It's a newer product. You'll be the star of your show in your neighborhood because now you're lighting up your whole house, right? It's like nobody's seen it before. So they're going to ask you a million questions how. And then the other thing that people get frustrated that I hear is a lot of times people will copy other people, their homes, which what do they say? It's flattery. If they copy you, it's a flattery. Well, if it bugs you, there's no way you can, even if they had a IllumiBot at the house, you can keep changing it up and creating different things, right? Like it's as wild as your mind is going to be. And then the last thing is getting good at the prompting, right? We've all heard about AI. The better you are at the prompting, the more wild your house is going to be. And you're like, but I don't even know where to start, Cooley. So if you go into the app, you can do this now. Download it for free. There's within the community, people have posted still image, some animations, but they have the prompt that they said to create that. So if you like that image or the video, you can just say the same prompt. It will create it on your house. Or what I like it for is it's giving me ideas on how to think. Let's say that they have a monster in there and they have their prompt. I'm like, all right, well, I want to do headless horseman. I want to do pumpkins. Some of the terminology they may have, a smoky, eerie, grayish, black tint, that kind of gives you that terminology so that you can prompt whatever you're doing. So you can just go through, start reading the prompts, getting familiar with it, right, and how the AI prompting works. Because the game to all this, right, as you are learning, is prompting. The more wild, the deeper you can get with your prompting, the more wild your house is going to look. And of course, that's a learning curve, right? This AI in general is new, really, what, in the last couple years, last 2 years, where people are really starting to get into it. I hope this was helpful. I'll make a next video today on how to measure your house, how far back. I'll go really basic, detailed, right? If you're not a tech, if you're a techie guy, it's simple and even measuring. But I'll even show you the tape measure and walk it off with my feet. We can go real old school. All right. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. See you on the next one.